Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jay and welcome to the channel. Today I've got a little bit of a short video for you because we do have some exciting news. Today we got our first kind of hint at what's coming in the next Planet Zoo update in the form of animal variations. So I'm just going to get the post up on screen that they put on the Frontier forums. I will also link it in the description if you want to check it out. But essentially Shantae, the community manager, she posted on Twitter as well, linking to this. And it's a pretty exciting, it's not the biggest update yet, but I think this is just kind of like a little bit of an appetizer, kind of just to show us some of the biggest stuff they're working on before kind of jumping in the next few weeks to show us a little bit more and build up towards, the update release. And probably I'm guessing a future a DLC as well. I do think we're going to get one, and that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, let's just dive in. It'll be a very short video, just quickly going over this, but I do think it's pretty exciting. So just quickly reading over what they've said in the post. They have been intently reading our feedback regarding animal color variation, and they've spent lots of hours researching realistic and well-documented variations in the wild to of course bring us some more accurate depictions of the animals with more varying colors. So this is going to be quite cool because it's going to be linked to the genetic system, which I so appreciate. They could have gone the easy route and made it completely random, but they really took the care to have it sort of integrate with the existing genetic system, which I love. I think this just adds another layer to the game and really brings all of this to the next level. So now let's talk a little bit about how these variations are going to work. So according to the post, the animals will be categorized with subtle, medium and major variations, which is a very clever system, I think, because of course some animals basically look almost identical all the way around, whereas some animals they look so different from individual to individual, and it seems like they've basically given the variation system to as many animals as possible, not for all of them. Exhibit animals don't get these changes, which is completely understandable, and some habitat animals won't, and I'll kind of theorize on which ones in a second because I have a few ideas. And well, here's the pictures. So first off, we have the subtle changes, which are, I imagine, going to go to a lot of the larger herbivores. I'm guessing elephants, likely. Of course, here we have the bison, probably the buffalo, a couple of animals like that. The really big herbivores I think will really benefit from this sort of system because they don't change in color too much, but within a herd you can often see slight changes that are, interesting enough to make a herd look quite diverse. So with the subtle ones out of the way, let's go and check out the medium ones. The example they've given us is the reticulated giraffe, which of course, if you know giraffes, among individual giraffes, the pattern is always unique. It's kind of like a fingerprint for them. Of course, it doesn't change tremendously, but it is somewhat unique, which is quite cool to see. And in this picture, you can just barely sort of make it out. Of course, it's harder to tell from a distance like this, but I imagine once we're in the game and looking at the giraffes up close, it will be a lot more apparent. And honestly, I think this will bring so much more realism to our herds of animals because, it's just going to give a lot of character to individual animals. And I think besides the giraffe, we're going to see this sort of variation within animals like the zebras, of course, because each zebra does have its own unique stripe pattern. Probably the tigers as well. I imagine the tigers will have medium variation between stripes, and other animals with kind of distinct patterns like that I think will have this sort of variation. Moving on to the final type, which are the major variations, and here we see them in the timber wolves, which look absolutely beautiful in this picture. This is the one I'm most excited for because there are a few animals in the game which will really benefit from major variations. Of course, the timber wolf right here is one of them. You can see the different colors in the coats. They just look beautiful. They've got this lovely deep brown in the front, then you got this silvery grey in the back, and then an almost coppery reddish color right at the back as well. I think that's going to look amazing when you're creating packs of wolves. Other animals I could see benefiting from the major variations, probably the llama. The llama is going to be a big one because llamas, of course, in real life have many different colors, browns, kind of blondes, of course, other than the white version we do have in the game. And I think this is going to be really cool. We could probably see something like this maybe with the African wild dogs as well. They wouldn't actually, African wild dogs might be more in the medium category, but maybe we would see them in bears. For example, the grizzly bear could have, you know, slightly darker skins, slightly lighter skins. But of course, this is just going to be really cool. And just a quick theorizing, just a little bit of theorizing on what animals probably won't get any variations. I'm thinking things like the pangolin, for example, because of course almost all pangolins look exactly the same. So, I mean, not exactly, you know, I'm sure individual pangolins have plenty of diversity between them, but generally speaking, the color of their scales isn't very too much. I imagine an animal like that won't benefit as much from the color variation. Maybe the smaller antelopes like the pronghorns, but of course I could be completely wrong there, and they could completely implement variation there and it would be amazing. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Again, just a very quick one. Didn't want to like push this video out too long, just to kind of show you guys that we are getting an update, and right at the bottom it does say, you know, they cannot wait for us to get our hands on this update and whatever else they have been working on, which I am very sure also includes a DLC. I mean, it might not, but I'm pretty sure. I think we're going to see something within the next couple of weeks, and I am thrilled. I'm so excited because it has been about 4 months since the last DLC, and I'm just really ready for something new and exciting. And knowing Frontier, they do some really cool stuff behind the scenes, and like just looking at how much care they put into this variation system, they've really taken their time to make it work well. I have no doubts that whatever we see in the next couple of weeks is going to be really excellent, and I'm really here for it. So, you know, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you guys are excited, as excited as I am for this new update for the variation system. I think it's going to bring so much life to our zoos. It's going to really diversify our animals, and it's going to just, you know, like I feel like this will really get us to love our animals a little bit more, because we can see them more as individuals as well. And that's going to be just another excellent thing. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Of course, if you want to see more Planet Zoo content, please do subscribe. I will be making video for whatever new updates we get, of course. You can follow along with my current Planet Zoo series, Sandakov's Land, which will have a new episode of tomorrow, so check in for that. And if you want to talk more about Planet Zoo or anything like that, please do join our Discord server. The link will be in the description, and I will put one in the pinned comment as well. So yeah, with all that out of the way, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!